Hi, this is Alana Manuel, and this is my FHIR Demo for Introduction to Health Informatics. So who am I? You can see a little about my schooling and work experience here. I'm looking into the Interactive Intelligence specialization, which is the reason I'm taking this course. Before I get into the demo, I should explain what FHIR is. FHIR stands for Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources, and it is basically an outline for standardizing health data. You can see more details about it here. What is FHIR actually used for? Interfacing with hospital information systems, mobile apps for patients and providers, and more. See the link listed here for 50 organizations that have ongoing projects. In reference to future uses, in March 2016, CMS released the proposed rule for Stage 3 of meaningful use. FHIR could potentially be the API that will be used. Let's get into the demo. This is the main page for Georgia Tech's FHIR instance. As you can see, there are many resources listed. Let's begin our searching with the patient resource. This is the patient resource page. There are a few fields you can use to search for patients. You can use their birth date, their family or last name, their gender, their given or first name, and you can also search using the name field, which lets you search their whole name. Let's do an example search for a patient, Marla Dixon. As you can see, I have chosen family to enter in her last name. I have chosen exactly because I know how to spell it, and I typed in her last name, which is Dixon. Then we press the blue search button. And here is the list of 15 patients. Below this is the JSON text for all 15 patients. From here you have two options. The first option, you can individually click the read button next to all 15 patients until you get to the one you want, but I don't want to do that, so I take the second option. The second option is to use my browser's search page function, which on my browser is Control F to find Marla's name. And once we find her name, we can see the patient ID number associated with her records, which is 523050. Here you can see that doing this yields one result, which is easier to read through than 15 results. Marla's information in this patient resource includes her address and date of birth, which is shown. Let's look at the condition resource. It contains information about medical conditions and allows searches on the following fields: ID, which is the unique identifier for each condition on the FHIR server, code, which is the code for the condition from SNOMED, and information from the patient and encounter resources. As of right now, I don't know anything about Marla except her patient information, so I can search by her patient ID as shown here to find more information about her conditions. And we see that there are 4 conditions listed here. After looking through the JSON text, I can see what the 4 conditions are called, and they are shown here. Let's look at the medication order resource. It contains information about medication orders. We can search for information on Marla's medications using the following fields: ID, which is the unique identifier for medication orders on the FHIR server, and information from the encounter, medication, and patient resources. Here we can see Marla has 3 medication orders. By clicking the read button on the first medication order listed, I can see that Marla has a prescription for metformin hydrochloride. I can also see valuable information such as the dose quantity, its code, and the date and time period this medication was applicable for. Here's the list of all 3 medication orders Marla has. I did a similar search by patient ID under the encounter resource to see all of Marla's doctor visits. As you can see, there are 3. These are the 3 encounters. We can see the name of the practitioner, the organization, the date of the visit, and the status and class of the visit. Let's see what else we can find out about Marla. Marla has 27 observations. I compiled all the observations into a table which shows the type of information that was collected. As you can see, items such as heart rate and weight are saved here. Thank you for your time, and if you would like more information, I encourage you to visit the links shown.